Hi folks, welcome back to Modern Country Living. Today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, Stihl outdoor equipment. If you watch some of my videos, you know I have several pieces of Stihl equipment. And I wanted a new one. So I recently had a birthday, and one of the things that I borrowed from my father, we love to share tools. My dad owned a construction firm before he retired, and while I didn't follow in his footsteps, I've always had an appreciation for having the right tool for the job. And that means, you look in the background, even though, I'm kind of an engineer by day, I like to build things. I like to be able to do things. I like to have the right tools for the job. And so I've been borrowing my dad's hedge trimmer for the last several years. We use it when we're, knocking down the hedges out front, cleaning them up. And then in the fall, when we want to take all the garden beds down, I cut the grasses and all that different stuff with the hedge trimmers. And I've had the interest of using them on my trails, but my dad's unit, I just, I'm borrowing something. I really don't want to break it. I think he has like the HS 45 Stihl. And I've been looking at one that had a little bit more cutting capacity. So without further ado, here it is, the HS 82R. I don't know about you, but when I take the cover off of something like that, whether it's my chainsaw or this monster, I just feel like a knight back in the old days, taking the sheath and pulling it off the sword, ready to go out and tackle something. But this beast right here has 0.94 horsepower, I believe, and it does 3,100 shuffles per minute. So again, on a hedge trimmer, the blades kind of go bypassing each other to chop and cut and lop the branches. And some of the models out there have a higher speed and are for more of a precision cut, some smaller cutting, if you will. But this, with the R, stands for rejuvenate. And what that means is bigger brush. So bigger diameter limbs can fit within the blade space, and it has enough torque, because it's a little bit lower speed, to actually cut those. So some things that I really like about this unit, when I was researching it, one of the things that's pretty cool about this is this handle back here that you grab. You actually can rotate it. So depending on the angle of cut that you're doing, you get a more ergonomic feel to it. So this can actually be locked in this position for cutting across the top of the hedges, or you can rotate it this direction, or all the way around in that direction. The engineering of this unit is such that it has a very low vibration. So when you're running it, you don't get as fatigued. I compare it to my dad's unit, which is a nice unit, but that Stihl hedge trimmer, it has a lot more vibration to it. I've used this one out front, and I'll show you some video. All right, so I'm going to be rejuvenating these bushes, so I'm taking them down quite a bit. I'm going to take a good cut here and see what happens. Oh wow, you can see how thick some of these branches are. It just cuts right through them. Yeah, no sweat for this thing to cut through these, that's for sure. That's a pretty heavy duty branch. You can see the size of this and how it fits in there. It gets cut pretty easily. So, first time I've had it out, again, you can take and rotate, especially as I do the face of them, rotate it back. so I can do the top. Seems like a good machine. Okay, after using it for a while, I can tell you it's a nice machine. It's very well balanced, so when it's on the handle, when you're grabbing this handle right here, you actually have a nice handhold, and it doesn't want to kick one way or the other. Long cutting bar on it, seems very efficient at cutting. You can see some of the cuts that I've done. And as I said, when I go out back along some of my trails, especially where there's the Pennsylvania dogwood, I call it red brush, and I am out there with the tractor, I cut lanes. And sometimes those branches start to grow over, and I really don't have a good way of cutting them, but I believe I can walk along the edge of the trail and knock that down and be able to cut stuff that's, I don't know, maybe an inch, inch and a quarter in diameter, and cut those branches back so they're not hitting the cab of the tractor or scratching up the fenders, or even as I'm riding my four-wheeler, or the kids are, I don't want to have that stuff hitting us in the face. So, as I said, I like to have the right tool for the job. This is, adding to my arsenal of Stihl products. Very excited to have it, being able to use it to help around the house here. Don't have to borrow my father's hedge trimmer anymore. And, but we do like to share tools, so maybe he'll be borrowing this one if he has some more intense cutting that he needs to do. But thanks for watching my channel. Hopefully the content on it is meaningful for you. And please like the video. And if you're not a subscriber, if you subscribe and hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I publish new content. And I really hope to make this channel meaningful for you. Thanks for watching. Take care.